officially begun. Shapar, which means horn. La Yasharala.
No, we got to call him up. Yeah, we do this. No.
Oh, God.
Tazo, come on. Right. You got to wait. You're gonna state your registry, right?
Come on.
Now you do it.
Tazawa, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yashra.
Tazawa. Ban Yahawada.
I imagine Shabbat. Good.
Tazawa, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yashra.
Tazawa, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yashrala.
Yahaba Shem Yashra Brakata.
Yahaba Shem Yashra.
You say Barakatam.
Barakatam. Multiple. Barakata for one. Come on.
Okay. You gotta go Shapar again. Turn to me, alright? When I say it, right? Saw.
La Yasharala.
This in your go ahead, right hand. Okay, say it again.
La Yasharala.
Which means
To Israel.
drink. So one.
So long.
Let's try and press Shapar again.
Shapar. The Lord's Prayer. Men of Israel, I imagine, saw upon your heart with them, which means turn and face the east. You want to recite the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew? Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Quadash, Hayat, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakufka, Taba'ah, Batazaka, Hayat, I.S.U.P.K, Ba'aratazah, Kawa, Hayat, Bashamayim, Lathandanawa, Lakam, Ka, Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Kawabwafyanawa, Wasalaknawa, Kawabwafyanawa, Habayaynawa, Banasaya 1, Abal, Awashaynawa, Mayan, Rad, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Watapara, La'awalamya, Aman.
In the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever.
So be it.
The power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Bahashim Yahawashah. Babakwashah. Nathananawa. Haka. Larapa'ah. Kamak'Allah. Wakamanawa. Haka. Lata'ah. Hamatazarayim. Haka. Lahaqwayim. Hamathim. Haka. Arakara. Hatama'ala. Lagarishon. Hashem Yahushua, Tawada Aman.
In the English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Please give us the power.
Give us the power.
The power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Psalm 121 in the Hebrew.
Asha'a,
Ayanya,
Ahahariya,
Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Isaiah Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayim, Wa'arataza, Ayatan, Lamawat, Wagaka, Ayanawam, Shamaka, Hanala'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashan, Shalamar, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shamaka, Yahweh, Tazal, Ayah, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Ashamash, La'a, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamaka, Makarai, Yashamar, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaaka, Wabawaka, Ma'aika, I will learn.
In English, I will lift up mine eyes to the hills.
I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee,
He that keepeth thee,
will not slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel,
he that keepeth
shall
Israel,
never slumber nor sleep.
shall never
neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all
He
evil.
shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
And thy coming in.
and thy coming in,
From this time forth.
from this time forth
And even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Al-Hayam,
Al-Hayam,
Al-Damayalaka,
Al-Damayalaka,
Al-Takarash,
Al-Takarash,
wa Al-Tashakwat,
Al-Tashakwat,
Kayahana,
Kayahana,
Awayabyaka,
Awayabyaka,
Yahama Yawan,
Yahweh,
Wamashanayaka,
Wamashanayaka,
Nasha'awa,
Nasha'awa,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Al-Aimaka,
Al-Aimaka,
Ya'ira Yamwa,
Ya'ira Rama,
Sawad,
Sawad,
Wayata Ya'aita Zawad,
Wayatazawa,
Altazapawanyaka,
Altazapawanyaka,
Amarwa,
Amarwa,
Lakawa,
Lakawa,
Wanakakida,
Wakakada,
Magoya,
Goya,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yasakar,
Yasakar,
Sham Yasharala,
Sham Yasharala,
Aiwad,
Aiwad,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Nawa Aitazawa,
Wa'aitazawa,
La,
La,
Yakadwa,
Yakadwa,
Ayaka,
Ayaka,
Bara'a,
Barya,
Yakawafwa,
Yakarafwa,
Aharwa,
Ahalo,
Adawam,
Adawam,
Wayashamalayam,
Washmashimayim,
Mawa'aba,
Mawa'aba,
Wahagoyam,
Wahagoyam,
Gabor,
Gabor,
Wa'aimawan,
Wa'aimawan,
Wa'aimalak,
Wa'aimalak,
Palashah,
Palashah,
Ayam Yashabi,
Ayam Yashabi,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gam Ashawar,
Gam Ashawar,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Aimam,
Aimam,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Zarawai,
Zarawai,
Labanya Lawa,
Labanya Lawa,
Salat,
Salat,
Aisha Lahan,
Aisha
Kamadia,
Kamadia,
Kasayasara'a,
Kasabasara,
Kayabia,
Kayabia,
Banakar,
Banakar,
Wayashwan,
Wayashwan,
Nashamadwa,
Nashamadwa,
Ba'ayanda Ara,
Ayanda,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
La Adama,
Adama,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Nadayabawa,
Nadayabawa,
Kaira,
Kaira,
Wakaza Abba, Wakaza Bak,
Wakaza
Wakata Zalmanai, Tana Sayakamwa, Ashar,
Ashar,
Amarwa, Nayara Shah,
Nayara Shah,
Lanawa,
Lanawa,
Na'awa,
Na'awa,
Alahayam,
Alahayam,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Kagadala,
Kagadala,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
Lapanya Raka,
Lapanya Raka,
Ash.
Taba Ira ya Ira. Wakala Haba. Talahat. Haryam. Kantara Datma. Basa Irika. Wabasa Wapaka. Taba Halam. Mala'a. Kanyaham. Walawan. Wayabakwashwa. Shamka. Yahweh. Wayabashwa. Yabashwa. Wayaba'al. Aya. Waya Kapawa. Waya Abadwa. Waya the Iwa. Kaya. After. Shamka. Yahweh. Yabaka. Ayaran. Akaha Arakaza.
Remind me to do a review on this, alright?
Come on.
Yeah, I need some English. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
For lo, thy enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make it tumult.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee
have lifted up their head.
have lifted up their head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
Against thy people.
against thy people.
And consulted. Against thy hidden ones.
Against thy hidden
They have
ones.
said.
They have said,
Come.
come
And let us cut them off.
and let us cut them off
From being a nation.
from being a nation.
That the name of Israel.
That the name of Israel
May be no more in remembrance.
may be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
For they have consulted together
With one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom
And the Ishmaelites.
and the Ishmaelites
Of Moab.
of Moab
And the Hagarene.
and the Hagarenes,
Gabal.
Gabal,
And Ammon.
and Ammon,
And Amalek.
and Amalek,
The Philistines.
the Philistines,
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur also is joined with them.
Assad also is joined with them.
The hope of the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them
As unto the Midianites.
as unto the Midianites,
As to Sisera.
as to Sisera,
As to Jabin.
as to Jabin,
At the brook of Kison.
at the brook of Kison,
Which perished.
which perished
At Endor.
at Endor.
They became as dung before the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Made their nobles.
Made their nobles
Like Oreb.
like
And
Oreb
like Zeb.
and like Zahab.
Yeah.
Yea,
All their princes.
all their princes
As Zabah.
as Sabbath
And as Zalmunna.
and as Zalmunna,
Who said.
who said,
Let us think to ourselves.
let us take to ourselves
The houses of Yahweh in possession.
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power,
Make them like a wheel.
make them like a wheel,
As the stubble before the wind.
as the stumbling before the wind,
As the fire burneth in wood.
as the fire burneth the wood,
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them
With thy tempest.
with thy tempest,
And make them afraid.
and make them afraid
With thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with
That
shame,
they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Let them be confounded.
let them be
And
confounded
troubled forever.
and troubled forever.
Yeah.
Yea,
Let them be put to shame.
let them be put to shame
And perish.
and perish,
That men may know.
that men may know
Thou.
that thou,
Whose name alone is.
whose name alone is,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Art the most high.
art the most high
Over all the earth.
over all the earth.
All right. Let's sing in the Hebrew.
Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shai,
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Mayaka Allah,
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Alahayim,
Wa Alahayim.
Matazab Ya'ah,
Matazab Ya'ah.
Wa Yahana,
Wa Yahana.
Ha Alawapyam,
Ha Alawapyam.
Ha Saranyam,
Ha Saranyam.
Ha Kwatazayanyam,
Ha Kwatazayanyam.
Ha Kayanyam,
Ha Kayanyam.
Wa Ha Aquatham,
Ha Aquatham.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Ma'ashem Yahshai,
Shai.
Tawada Aman.
English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angel.
And the angel.
And in general, your honor.
Commanding general, your honor.
Generals.
The generals,
Captain.
the captains,
The officers.
the officers,
The troopers.
the troopers,
The sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Curses in the English, only in English. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evil.
Send evil.
And curses.
And curses.
Punishment.
And punishment.
Destruction.
And destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us.
That speak against us.
Thy prophets.
Thy prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the school.
Send evil.
Send evil.
And curses.
And curses.
And punishment.
And
And
punishment.
destruction.
And destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose.
And shake loose.
The treasure.
The treasure.
Of the rich of Israel.
Of the rich of
That
Israel.
refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
Send evil.
Send evil.
And curses.
And curses.
Punishment.
And punishment.
Destruction.
And destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nations.
And the nations.
And then drug dealers.
And then drug dealers.
The court system.
The court system.
The prison system.
The prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and
Roman
armies.
Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
Pope.
Pope.
The Pope. Islam.
Islam.
Christianity.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia. Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinhead.
Skinhead.
The
The
gay movement.
gay movement.
The
The lesbian movement.
Spies.
Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
That's our space program.
That's our space program.
Army.
Army.
Navy.
Navy.
Air Force.
Air Force.
Marines.
Marines.
Space Force.
Space Force.
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airwaves.
And the airwaves.
Cable access
The
channel.
cable access
And
channel.
the radio
And
channel.
the radio channel.
Convict the spirit.
Convict the spirit.
Of any of thy people.
Of any of thy people.
That seek to stop us.
That seek to stop us.
That brings swift destruction.
And bring swift destruction.
All the heathen.
All the heathen.
That stand in the way.
That stand in the way.
Of trying to stop us.
Of trying to stop us.
From broadcasting.
From broadcasting.
Your word.
Your word.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues.
Let loose all the plagues.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Cause them to go to and fro.
To the earth.
To the earth.
And consume them.
And consume them.
Let the plague.
Let the plague.
Shake the house.
Shake the house.
Of the thief.
Of the thief.
And the murderer.
And the murderer.
The Yahushua.
The Yahushua.
Michael and Gabriel.
Michael and Gabriel.
Come down with flying saucers.
Come down with the flying saucers.
And punish all the heathen.
And punish all the heathen.
That come up against us.
That come up against us.
As we speak thy word.
As we speak thy word.
Cause it to be known.
Cause it to be known.
By all.
By all.
That it is the angels that have done it.
That it is the angels that have done it.
Cause it to be spread through the media.
Cause it to be spread through the media.
Throughout the whole world.
Throughout the whole world.
Cause it to shake at thy coming.
Cause it to shake at thy coming.
Of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
So, Christ, Yeshabia, be seated. Clap it up. Last week, we left off at Job, chapter 15 and verse 27. So we're going to pick it up at verse 28. Tazawar, how you doing in the Hebrew?
In the Hebrew, not that good. I'm still working on it, sir.
Still working on it?
I'm okay.
Can you try the first verse? Let me see. Are you at 15 and 28 in the Hebrew?
15.
See?
It's 15 right here, right?
15, verse 14.
Allah, sir.
Right here. Yeah, sharp one. Why don't you just read this verse? Let me see where you're at.
I had no idea.
You have no idea. It's good.
I had no idea. To pick it up a little bit more familiar with this Syrian biblical work.
2 more weeks.
Kind of uncommon.
Where you get a chance?
All right. Make sure you grab your sword so you can read along with us. All right. We're gonna read from Job chapter 15. We're starting at verse 28 in the Hebrew. Waya Shakwan Irayum Naka Kadawaf Bathyam La'af Yashaban, Yashabal,
Yeshabua.
Yeshabua, Yeshabua, Lamawa, Ashar, Hathai, Hadawa, Lagalium, verse 29, La'ah, Ya'aisha, Wala'ah, Yaquawam, Kayawa, Wala'ah, Yata'a, La'arataza, Manalam, verse 30, La'ah, Yasara, Manya, Kashak, Yana Kwafwa, Thayabash, Shalahabath, Wayasawa, Barak, Hayawa, verse 31, Al, Aman, Bashayawa, Natha Iha. You don't have one? You don't have one on that one? So I got it. I got one in my car. There's not one in here. I have one in my car.
You got one. How about your car?
It's right here in the corner. Where's Paraka?
So let me keep reading, right? And then you go get ready.
Cut.
Okay.
I'm in the middle of verse 31, sir.
Verse 31, right? Okay. We started at 28, right?
Cut.
Okay. What we're gonna do is you're gonna count 7 as I go, right?
So 28 count 7.
Okay, right? Okay. Aman, Bashawa, Natai, Kaya, Shawa'a, Thahaya, Thamawath, Thamawaratwa, Bala'a, Yawamwa, Thamala'a, Wakapatwa, La'a, Ra'ainana. Right, so what we're gonna do is, 32, we're going to 33 now, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna follow along in verse 33. You're gonna get familiar with the Hebrew letters here, right? So this is what's this again? This is 15, 16, 17. Right, this is 15. This is 16, right? 15, 1. So we should be up here somewhere. 1533.
1533, right?
All right. Yeah. So the colon ends the end of the verse.
Okay.
All right. So we're in 33 right now, right?
Come on, huh?
So as I'm reading along, try to follow along with these Hebrew characters here, right?
Come.
Okay. Ya Kamas, Kagapan, Pasawa, Wayashalak, Kazaya, Natazakwa, and then 34.
This last one.
Last one?
This last one.
Okay. Kaya, Aida, Kana, Galamawad, Wa'am, Wa'ash, Ash is fire. Akala, remember the akal yesterday? We said eat, right? So akala, consume, right? Ahalwa, shakat.
What?
So that was 7, right?
Right.
Yeah. Put on right quick, and then we're gonna go into the English. Yeah. Okay. You got a chance. You're gonna get Job 15 and 28 in the English, right over here.
Job 15 and 28.
Okay.
Let me know you're ready.
Go ahead.
It's the book of Job, chapter 15, starting at verse 28. Mm-hmm. And he dwelt in the desolate cities and in houses which no man inhabited. which are ready to become heaps. Verse 29. He shall not be rich, neither shall his substance continue. Neither shall his substance continue. Neither shall he prolong the perfection thereof upon the earth. Verse 30. He shall not depart out of darkness. The flame shall dry up his branches, and by the breath of his mouth shall he go away. Verse 31. Let not him that is deceived trust in vanity, for vanity shall be his recompense. Verse 32. It shall be accomplished before his time, and his branch shall not be green.
Okay, so it sounds like it's talking about an evil man.
Right.
Right? And evil men trust in vanity. Vanity means nothing, vain. All right? And they trust in money and riches to think that, okay, because they got money now, they're safe from the pending destruction coming in the earth, which is a lie. You see what I'm saying? They're not safe with their money. Nobody's safe with money. Right? You're not gonna money your way out of the destruction coming from the Lord. All right?
Okay, if I may, sir, that's also Job and I believe Eliphaz and the other brother, they were going back and forth. So,
yeah,
trying to interpret why Job was going through what he was going through. So they just going back and forth, reasoning about that situation.
It's Eliphaz and who?
There's Eliphaz responding to Job in chapter 15.
Okay, and Eliphaz is who?
There was one of the two brothers that Job were reasoning to, as he was going through his trials and tribulation.
Yeah.
So those were the two brothers that were going back and forth.
Trying to say why Job is going through the thing he's going through. Okay.
It's like they said, Eliphaz was a Temanite.
Okay. That just means they're from this place, right? That doesn't necessarily denote race. And I believe at this time Israelites didn't exist, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
Correct, sir.
Okay. So these are the sons of Adam, if I'm not mistaken. Or somewhere in the population, all right?
Was the last verse we read in the English?
It was
32 was the last verse, and 34 is what we're supposed to be reading to, right?
So 33 is the last one.
33 should be the last one.
33 is the last.
All right, so keep reading, right?
All right, it's the book of Job, chapter 15 and verse 33. He shall shake off his unripe grape as the vine, and shall cast off his flower as the olive.
Keep going.
Verse 34. For the congregation of hypocrites shall be desolate.
That's the Christian church.
Right.
The church is going to be empty.
Right.
Because they're going to pretend like they can heal sick people, take people out of wheelchairs, and then here came COVID to prove whether they were real to what they professed to be. And they could not heal COVID in the church. They couldn't heal the Alpha, the Delta, the Omicron, and then everyone found out it was all a hoax. So here comes Benny Hinn out of guilt, saying he's going to put down prosperity teaching, and then what? Money get dried up. He got to go back into it after being exposed of being a fraud, being a hypocrite. All right, go ahead.
And fire shall consume the tabernacles of bribery.
And the Lord is going to set fire to those Christian churches by whatever means it comes, whether it be by lightning, whether it be forest fires, or whether it be by white men, right? The Lord is going to set fire to the Christian churches. The best thing you can do out there is to make sure that your families never, ever attend a Christian church ever again in life.
Right.
Because it's not safe there, right? We're going to get 7 minutes more in Hebrew, all right? I'm going to read it. I'm going to get one, yes, all right?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Job 15 and 35. Hara Aimal, Wayalak, Awan, Wabatanam. Batam is belly, right? We got on the board over there, right? Stomach, right? Stomach, right? Tha Kayan, Marama, Job 16 and 1, right? It's a new chapter. Right? Yahweh Abba is the name for Job, right? And the Most High is the Father, right? Yahweh Abba, I believe, right? Okay. Wayain Awayab. It's not that. Ayawab is Job's name, right? Ayawab. So we'll look at what our I.S.U.P. is. Wa Amar, Shamaithia, Ka'ala, Rabuath, Manakamya, Aimal, Kalkam, Hakwataza, Ladabaya, Rawak. Rawak is wind, Rakai spirit, Rawak is wind, all right? Ow is or, right? Ma, what's ma?
From.
No, the other one. Ma.
Oh, what?
Good. Yamar Yataza, Ka. Kaya, the Aina. Gam, Anakya Kakam. Adabara, Lawa, Yash. Napashkam, Thakat, Napashya, Kabayar, it's like Kabayara, Ailekam, Bamalia, Wa'anyaya, Ailekam, Bamawa, Ra'ashya. This is 6th verse, right?
This is the 6th verse.
God.
You're stopping at verse 6.
God. Amataza, come. Bamawa, Paya. Second, it said Paya, right? My mouth, right? And also look at, did you see where the verse started? Where those two R's together? That means you can put two R's together.
Oh, down here at the bottom, they got two R's.
On, yeah, Job 16 and 5. 16 and 5, where's 5 at?
5 will be
It's right here.
Oh, slack.
Yeah.
So what does this have at the bottom? It goes from
That's
4,
still,
then that goes on the 4 down here.
okay, remember the verse ends at the end of the colon.
Right.
All right. So this right here is all
Come on,
4.
all
So
right.
4 all the way here. You don't see no
Yes.
colon, they don't end.
All right.
So
Cool.
4 ended here, 5 starts here.
All right, come on.
All right. Amatazakam, Bamaya Paya, Wanaya Shapatia. That's the shape Shapatia we got on the board right there, right? That's Shapa. Shapa is lips, Pa is mouth, Shapa is lip. All right. Yakashak. Last verse, Adabara, La'a, Yakashak. Ka'abia. Wa Akadara, Manya, Yahalak. Right.
Read the English. Last verse in chapter 15.
It's the book of Job, chapter 15 and verse 35. They conceive mischief and bring forth vanity, and their bellies prepare deceit. 16, Job chapter 16 and verse 1.
So Christians conceive, Christians bring birth to mischief. That's what they do. Whoever is out there, you should put this down as Christian precepts. You're gonna speak soon. You're a commander, right?
Come.
You should log this somewhere. Make sure today, somewhere, make a note of what this is. You're gonna spell this out to Christians. They bring forth mischief, right? All these kids with the Christian church growing up, they all gangbangers, and they all steal and rob people and shoot people and murder people.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And bring forth vanity. The Christian church is the one who's proliferated the kids who can't go to school because they don't got Jordans. Or the kids who scared of being bullied at school because the girl don't got a coach bag, or the brother don't got no polo wear to wear. They brought forth this vanity, the things that mean nothing. You go to school for education, right? But then we go to school for a we call it again, a fashion show.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because that's what's going on in church. They've made that thing to be the respectable thing in church, right? And their belly prepares deceit. They all Christian church bring forth a bunch of liars. And then you ask them, well, don't you think you should keep all the commandments? And they're gonna say, how can you not lie? There has to be a time when you're able to lie. It's impossible to not lie. They bring forth deceit. Keep reading.
It's the book of Job, chapter 16 and verse 1. Then Job answered and said, I have heard many such things.
And so here's what we should do. We should get TikTok videos, right? with this verse right here, right? And we should get Christians out of their own mouth saying, well, we have to fornicate sometime, or there has to be a time where there's no time where you cannot just always not lie. You cannot be honest all the time. You gotta get Christians saying that, and then have the verse that says it to show the world that Christians are a bunch of hypocrites. And what we saying is right, and what they saying brings you against the Lord in the Bible. Right? Keep reading.
Everybody falls short. Right?
Everybody will say, oh my gosh, man. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. When that's against the Lord to say that, to say, oh, everyone falls short, so let's just all lie. Let's just all F everybody and do whatever we can for money, no matter what it is or how you get it. Christian churches brought that forth. You know what I mean? Now you see why our ghettos are like this, why we all destroyed, and why our kids got to be good for nothing. You see what I'm saying? Being trodden under the foot of men.
Right.
You know what I mean? Lost their savor, lost their salt. Keep reading.
Verse 2. I have heard many such things. Miserable comforters are ye all.
Right. The Christian church are a bunch of miserable comforters.
Right.
They comfort people with lies, but the people are still miserable. Keep reading.
Verse 3.
And even the pastor don't get no rest. What's his name? The one in Brooklyn. Lamar something. Not Lamar. Oh, his name is Lamar, whatever his name is. Lamar Whitehead. Right? He's going to jail right now.
Right.
He thought he was comforted in money and riches because he robbed everybody. And pushing the same thing what this verse is saying right here. You know, and he's not comfortable right now. I don't think they got a special bed for him in Central Bookings and Rikers Island for him. I don't know. Maybe they do. I don't know. Maybe he's gonna pay for one. I don't know. You see what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Verse 3. Shall vain words have an end?
Yes, they will. But the Lord is gonna end it. Keep reading.
And what embolden thee that thou answerest?
Keep reading.
Verse 4. I also could speak as ye do, if your soul were in my soul's stead.
Right. Anybody can do what a Christian does. Anybody can lie. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody can pretend as if they know God's words and don't know God's words. Anybody can do that. I could have said, God told me last night that you are going to get you're going to get $5 today. And you get $5 and, oh my gosh, he's a prophet. Nah. Anybody can do what a Christian does. Anybody can game a woman. We all game women when we was 15 years old. Told her we love her, we're gonna be here forever. We don't like the girl. You know what I mean? Keep reading.
And if I may too, like the Christian church, you know, when you going through stuff, they just tell you to pray.
Yeah, there you go.
They're not helping you.
Anybody can do that.
Right.
The homeless man could do that. The dumb man could do it. Yo, you just gotta pray, brother. Right? Correct. You see what I'm saying? Man, the Christian church is a bunch of garbage, man.
Right.
It's cheap talent. You see what I'm saying? A waste of time. It's ridiculous. And our people still believe. Keep reading. Sorry, you want to say something?
Sir. And they'll just tell you to pray. And in this situation, Job is going through hell. And although what they saying, you know, is you know, there's some truth to it, but they basically condemning him as if he was an evil man. You know, they saying, like the brother was saying all these things, and this is why he said, you know, I've heard many of these things, and or what emboldened thee that thou answered. So they are quick to answer and philosophize about why he's going through what he's going through, as opposed to providing help, you know, like we do in the U.P.K. When brothers are going through it, brothers are homeless or on drugs, you know, we help the brothers.
Right.
And they over here just bashing him as if he was an evil man, not knowing that Job was perfect. He wasn't going through what he was going through because he was wicked. You know, and this is basically what they were saying in verse 15 about him, which a lot of it, which is true, but this wasn't the case for Job.
Right.
Okay, keep going.
Come. I could heap up words against you and shake my head at you. Verse 5.
And if I may, this is exactly what he said. Like, I could do the same. The thing you're doing right now to me that I'm going through my trials and tribulation, saying all these things about vanity and things.
Yeah.
Like I've heard those things before, and I could do the same to you. And the Christian church is the perfect, like you were saying, I don't want the perfect house for that, because the pastors, they'll make it seem like they are all holy, and you going through hell because you're not praying enough. You going through hell because you're not filling the money bucket. You gotta fill this money bucket.
Right.
You know, and when you go to get help from them, they just bash you, and they don't provide no help. You gotta pray. You gotta pray, my child.
And this is a good person. So when you come to the truth, if you're accused of something, if you are innocent, defend it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So Yetters brought up a heavy point. Job is a perfect man. These are the brothers they recorded in those scriptures as being perfect. So all those things that they say that Job, you're probably an evil man to be going through this. You see what I'm saying? Job said, I could say the same about you. Right. You see what I'm saying? So meaning what? Word is winning. All right? If you're going through anything with any brother in here, you have to, don't just sit there and be silent. Don't take abuse. This is not a place to take abuse.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? This is not ICG they see. Ain't that right, Shaw? You see what I'm saying? Your words are valued here, no matter what your rank is. All right, keep going.
Verse 5. But I will strengthen you with my mouth, and the moving of my lips so as assuage your grief.
Do that. Do that with your brother.
That's what I was saying, sir. Like, as they bringing him down, he said, I could do the same to you, but I'd rather strengthen you with my mouth.
Right.
Instead of just assuming that you're going through hell because of vanity, because of all of these things that you are saying, which is true. People trust in vanity, people do all of that, but is that the case of me? Is that why I'm going through what I'm going through? Because I don't go to the strip club.
Right.
I'm not in the Christian church. I'm not doing these things, but you just assume. And in my time of distress, you just bringing a brother down. I could do the same about you, but I will strengthen you with my mouth.
Right.
And this is what we do in the UPK. We strengthen brothers. We take brothers, man. We got a picture, man. That picture, I got to put it on my wall. There's a brother in the school right now who graduated Hebrew Academy. And the brother was homeless, and he got, it's a terrible picture. Right. A terrible sight to see our people in. And now the brother, because of the I.S.U.P.K, because of men in the UPK strengthening that brother with our mouth, with the mouth of the Most High, and that brother now, he is more precious than fine gold, though he was homeless. Though the Christian church will look at this brother and say, you know what, you're homeless because you're an evil man. We strengthen that brother with our mouth. We could do the same thing, but we rather strengthen our people because we know the true reason why our people is in the condition that we are in.
Right. It's righteous, man.
Keep going.
Verse 6. Though I speak, my grief is not assuaged, and though I forbear, what am I eased? Verse 7.
That's it.
That's 6. Last.
Yeah.
Where breath is that?
I'm gonna take this set. Job chapter 16, verse 7 in the Hebrew. I.S.U.P.K, Halanya, Hasha Mawaf, Kal, I.Dafya, verse 8. Watha Kwamat Tanya, La'ai, Haya, Wayakwam, Baya, Kakashya, Bapanya, Ya'aina, verse 9, Abwa, Tarap, Waya, Salakia.
Tarak means tear. So it sounds similar to tear. Tarak means tear.
God. Tears, God. Waya Shatamanya, Karak, Alia, Bashanyawa.
When you see the anya at the end, right? That anya is the same anya to say I am. All right.
Tazaraya, Yala Tawash, Ayanyawa, Laya, verse 10, Pa'ai Rawa, Ilaya, Bapayaham, Baka Rapa, Hakawa, Lakayaya, Lakayai, or Yaya? Is it Yai?
Which one is it?
Laka.
Oh, Lakaya. Lakaya is cheek. We are done. Lakaya. We had that on the board yesterday.
Lakayai.
Lakaya, yeah.
So it's Yaya.
Lakaya is cheek. Lakaya. Lakaya is life. Lakaya is cheek. So Lakaya, yeah.
Yeah.
Say my cheek.
Okay. Lakaya, ya. Yakad, Alia, Yatha, Mala 1, verse 11.
Right. Yakad is the word for unity.
It also means one, right?
Akkad is one. Akkad, yeah. Yakad comes from Akkad. Yeah.
Verse 11. Yasa Gayaranya al so like Allah al Wayal Yadia Rasha'ai Yum.
You saw the Allah right there. It doesn't have no ha at the end of it.
Right.
That means it's talking about the Most High power.
Right.
Or some power that's in charge. When there's a ha behind it, it's talking about something who serves that power. Right. So Allah with the H on the end usually means angel. If in context it doesn't say these or something like that.
You see with the H?
Yeah, with the H. So Allah with no H is the Most High. Allah with the H is someone who serves the Most High. So you have Allah and you have Allah. Right? Allah is the Most High. Allah is the angels.
We gotta review this later, sir.
Anytime.
I got a question about this. Verse 11 in the middle. I Wayal Wa'ai Yadia Rasha Ayum Yara Tanya, verse 12. Shawa Haya Yafia Waya Paranya Wa'akataza Ba'ai Rabia Wayapataza Patazanya Kwayam
Anya.
Kwayam Naya.
Yeah, Anya. So remember that Naya at the end is to say Anya. To just say I am. Right? So I know it was complicated. It's all bunched together, but that's the way how we wrote it. But remember, it's what is it again? Tazawa. First is preposition. Then it's
the root word.
Root word, and in the middle of the root word, you can find the
WA.
You can find the WA. We call that a tense.
The tense,
right? And then after that, after the word and the tense in the middle, you have at the end
possession.
The possessive. And the anya would be the possessive here. To just say I am. All right. Keep reading.
The end of verse 12. Lawa, Lama Tara, verse 13.
Right, that was 12, right?
Yeah, that was 12.
Right?
So it ends here.
Right. So
13 is the last verse, right?
13 is the last verse. So you see this right here? How we got like what, eight letters in there?
Right.
8 characters in there. You break it down. Right? Those first 2 is prepositions. Right? 1, 2, with what? 1.
Which way?
Pataza, right? So that's a double word. So it's saying peace. That's black talk right there. They put the 2 words together, and then they got the possessive on the end. So it's not that deep. Wa is and, Ya is he, Pat is I to say peace, Pat is a peace, Anya, I am. And he peace me. That's what he's saying. In other words, he put me into pieces.
Right.
Black toy, I don't know if you say that in Creole, to say, yo, chop me up.
Sir.
You know what I mean? Or in Judah, you say, he smashed that nigga. He cut that nigga up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Black talker, right?
Sir. Verse 13. Yasabwa, Alia, Rabbi Yawa, Yapalak, Kala Yawafia, Wala'a, Yaka Mawal, Ya.Sh.P.K, La Arataza, Mara Rafia. That's it. That's the end of verse 13.
Okay.
Reading in English.
It's the book of Job, chapter 16, starting at verse 7. But now he hath made me weary. Thou hast made desolate all my company. Verse 8. And thou hast filled me with wrinkles, which is a witness against me. And my leanness rising up in me beareth witness to my face.
Right. So now, even though Job was a perfect man, there's many people who today, all of our people today for sure deserve all the things that Job went through without being perfect.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Now, when you go through those things, what the Christian church with the Bible in their hands is supposed to tell you, when you go through all the things you go through, it's because you've been disobeying the Lord. And they don't tell you that. Keep reading.
Verse 9. He teareth me in his wrath, who hateth me.
You get shot on the streets of New York. You get robbed on the streets of New York. You get hit by a car on the streets of New York. Hit by a bus. Ran over by a train on the streets of New York. You see what I'm saying? It's the Lord's wrath was against you, man. You know what I mean? And the Christian church is not going to show you this in the Bible. Read.
He gnasheth upon me with his teeth.
So we read from the top again.
The book of Job, chapter 16 and verse 9. He teareth me in his wrath, who hateth me.
The Lord hates sinners. It's in the Bible. I'm reading right here. Right? Even though Job did not sin. But when our people do sin, they go through these same things. Keep reading.
He gnasheth upon me with his teeth.
And of course, Job is going through a test. Keep reading.
My enemy sharpeneth his eyes upon me.
And we got enemies in amongst ourselves. And they sharpen their eyes to each other. Your brother should have an evil eye towards you in the curse, Deuteronomy 28, right? Right? That's a curse from the Lord. Christian church don't tell you that. Keep reading.
Verse 10.
Christian churches are a disgusting, filthy place. They are the house of Satan. They are everything wrong with us.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything wrong with us is from the church. You see what I'm saying? The only reason the white man is so high of us is because of that Christian church. The only reason why we poor is because of that Christian church. Keep reading.
Verse 10. They have gaped upon me with their mouth. They have smitten me upon the cheek reproachfully. They have gathered themselves together against me.
And that's because of the Christian church. You see what I'm saying? If you're a gangbanger, the reason why the ops can gangbang on you is because the Christian church made you to be a sinner, to make way for the Lord's wrath on you.
Right.
That's why. Keep reading.
Verse 11. God have delivered me to the ungodly.
There you go. If it wasn't for the Christian church, Woos and Chos would be friends. The Bloods and Crips, the GD, oh, you in the Bronx, right? YG, I don't know what you got over there nowadays, right? Whatever gang you got over there. Trinitarios and Latin Kings, they are there no more. Nietes or whatever, all that, right? They will be friends if you got rid of the Christian church. They will be a family in prison if it wasn't for the Christian church. Read.
Verse 11. God have delivered me to the ungodly and turned me over into the hands of the wicked.
There you go. Keep reading.
Verse 12.
God delivered us into these wicked situations here. Read.
Right. Verse 12.
Because of the Christian church. Read.
I was at ease, but he hath broken me asunder.
Right. So you think things is all good. You know what I mean? God evaluates you, looks at your record by the angels, and says, oh, this Christian is a sinner. And then he tears you asunder. Read.
But he hath broken me asunder. He hath also taken me by my neck and shaken me to pieces and set me up for his mark.
And did what?
Set me up for his mark.
When you're a Christian, you're raised in the church, they put a mark on you to be marked by the Most High, to be broken into pieces, shaken, taken by the neck, shaken into pieces. Next verse.
Verse 13. His archers compass me round about.
And those archers, when you read in Jeremiah, those archers shoot a spiritual arrow from heaven to say, you get the plague, you get the COVID, you get the this, you get the that. Keep reading.
He cleaveth my reins asunder and doeth not spare. He poureth out my gall upon the ground.
Okay. I'm gonna get a set in here. Okay, Job 16 and 14. You found 14?
Yes, 14 right here. Start from the beginning.
Okay. Listen to the pauses to know I'm jumping from word to word, right?
Come.
Okay. Ya Parataza Anya. We know Parataza, right? We know Parataza. Off the Parataza. That's his name right here. Parataza. Breakthrough. Ya Parataza Anya. He break me. He break I am. He break me. Right? There we go again. Parataza. Right? Al Panya Parataza. Ya Rataza. Rataza run. Right? Alia. Ka Gabawa. Shakwa. Make sure you say Shakwa, not shock. Right? Shakwa. Yeah. Because shock and ka and kwa is two different words, right? Thaparati, you don't want miscommunication. Miscommunication is deadly. Alia, Galadia, Lathia, Ba'aipa, Quaranya, 16, Panya, Kamaramara, Kamaramarawa, Manya, Bakaya Wa'al, Aipaya, right? Aipa, okay. Tazalam Mawat, right? Tazalam is shadow, right? Al, La'a, Kamas, Ba, yeah, right? So even he's talking about in your hands. That's the word cup we were on over yesterday. This is right on time, man.
Right.
Yesterday's class.
Right.
Yesterday's class was body parts.
Right.
And we talking about body parts right here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Ba kapia. So ba is what again in preposition?
Ba is in.
Good. What's kap?
Kap is the palm of your hand.
There you go.
You got it right here, palm hand.
At the bottom.
Right.
There we go. There we go. Yeah. So when he's talking about in your hands, use the word kap instead of yad. Because yad is your hand like this.
That's forearm.
Right?
Right.
This right here, right? But kap here, right? Wasta palatia zakar 18. Arataza al takasya damya wa'al ya haya makwaiwam la zaikwathia 19. Gam aitahana slakia washamayam idea washahadia ba marawamia yam ba marawamia 20.
Last verse.
Okay. Malayatazaya Raya Alawa Dalawapa Ayanya. English.
Starting at verse 14, right?
Okay.
It's the book of Job, chapter 16, starting at verse 14. He breaketh me with breach upon breach. He runneth upon me like a giant. I have sewed sackcloth upon my skin.
Yeah, that's their credit card debt. And your student loans calling you, and you already got no money. You see what I'm saying? You feeling like garbage, and your girl is saying you ain't getting no kids no Christmas present, and you will never take her out. And a cat's calling you, say, you owe me money. Where's the money that you borrowed from me that time? You just getting stomped on. You see what I'm saying? And people see you in the street. Remember that money you owed me? MF. You know what I mean? You did like, damn, how could I get off? I might as well just die.
Right.
I might as well get killed. You know what I mean? Life running over me. And you got fired from your job.
You got tickets in
And
your
you got tickets on your car.
Shit, I'm talking about tickets.
And you're just ran a red light by accident.
Right.
Good night. Read.
And defiled my horn.
And then you jump the turn. Just all broke. You jump the turnstile to get on the train, and you got caught. You know what I mean? Niggas life in New York, man. God damn. Keep reading. Meaning, God damn, you can't. God condemned. Right? We are condemned by the Lord. Keep reading.
And defiled my horn in the dust. Verse 16. My face is foul with weeping, and my eyelids is the shadow of death.
Yeah, welcome to Brownsville.
Right. Verse 17. Not for any injustice in my hands, also my prayer is pure. Verse 18.
But that's the thing. The Christian church does not make our prayers pure.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We pray for PlayStation 5s. You see what I'm saying? You know, we play to strike the lottery and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Keep it.
Verse 18. O earth, cover not thy my blood, and let my cry have no place. Verse 19.
Why? Because usually our cry would have no place because we would deserve the death for the way the Christians made us sinners. Keep reading.
Verse 19.
Job is saying, please don't let that happen to me because I did not sin.
Right.
Keep reading.
Also now, behold,
Or rather, I've resisted sin. Right? Your mind is always telling you to sin. Job is a man who's like, he's in the truth. He's with the Most High. Sin is there. Sin is always telling you to do things, and he's resisting sin. Keep reading.
Verse 19. Also now, behold, my witness is in heaven, and my record is on
what?
My record.
God keeps a record of things that we do. Keep reading.
Is on high.
Is on high. Job has got a good record. Us, you know, not being ignorant of the truth, not knowing the I.S.U.P.K exists, not knowing there's a place that we can get fixed at.
Right.
Our record is tarnished and trashed, man,
Rap
every day. You know what I mean?
Right.
Rap sheet to the sky without even knowing. It's like
Right.
it's like being a Christian, not having I.S.U.P.K. It's like running through them speed lights in New York, and they're not flashing. And then you don't even know that the mail for the ticket is trying to get to your house, and you don't live at the house anymore. And you just wrapping up ticket upon ticket upon ticket every day. And then one day, you get smacked with a whole chunk of your owe $40 here, $40 here, $40 here, and you count them up like this, and it says, shit, I might as well just die. This is more than my wages in 10 years. For the way how we sin every day in our ignorance, not even knowing that it's a sin.
Right.
That Christian church doesn't tell us, you know, you get with a man's woman, that's a sin. You see what I'm saying? They don't tell you that. You see what I'm saying? So, oh, well, she not married, right? Robbed us to our keeping.
Verse 20. My friends scorn me, but my eye poureth out tears unto God.
There you go. Okay, that's it, right?
And on this point, this is the last verse. On this point, this is exactly what his two friends were doing, scorning him.
Yeah.
Scorning, when you look at the definition, is when you make someone feel worthless. And that's what, while Job is going through what he's going through, that's what they made him feel.
Yeah.
They made him feel like worthless,
Like
as if he was a sinner.
Just like a Christian would do.
Just like a Christian. Exactly. Like that brother that we just spoke about in the U.P.K, the Christian church will scorn him. Why? Because he don't have a job. He can't pay his 10%. He can't fill up the basket.
No, 30%.
30%. I stand corrected. So. I stand corrected.
Triple time.
Right.
Double time.
So because of that, he will be scorned by the Christian church. Because you're worthless. You're homeless. You're going through this. This is why. Because you are worthless. They will scorn you. Not in the U.P.K. In the U.P.K, we use our mouth to strengthen our people. A lot of our people, they hate it because it requires you to change.
Right.
You know, but when we speak, it is to strengthen you, not to bring you down. All right? We will bring the demon in you down, but we are strengthening you to make you pure.
Right.
All right? To make you more precious than gold, like the scripture says. You want to take the next section?
Okay, come. We Job 16 and 21. Okay. Wayawakak, Lagabar Ain, Alawa, Waban, Adam, Laraiwa, 22, Kaya, Shanawat, Masapar, Yaatyawa, Wa'arak, La'a, Ashawab, Halak, Rakaya,
17 and 1.
Job 17 and 1, Rakaya, Kabbalah, Yamya, Nazaikwa, Kwabayam, Laya, 2, La'a, Hakalayam, Imadia, Wabahamar, Watham, Talan, 3, Shayama, Na'a is now. That's a good way to remember now, right? I know there's another one that says Aita. The other one is Na'a. I personally believe now in English comes from Na'a. Remember I always say about my personal beliefs?
Right.
And the English words and Hebrew
Right.
words. I personally believe now comes from Na'a.
N-A-A-H.
N-A-A-H. Na'a. Na'a is now. Right?
Come.
Irabanya. Ainka. Maya. Hayawa. Layadya. Yatakwai, verse 4. Kayat. Labam. Tazapanath. Mashakal. Ayo. Kad. La'a. Saramam, 5. Lakalakwa. Yagayat. Rayam. Rai is friend, right? Rai, not Rai. Rai is evil. Rai is friend, right? Friends come together to do evil, you know. Wa Ayanya. Banyawa. Salakana.
I believe that's the last verse.
That's okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. It's the book of Job, chapter 16, starting at verse 21. Oh, that one might plead for a man with God, as a man pleaded for his neighbor. Verse 22. When a few years are come, then I shall go the way whence I shall not return. Chapter 17, verse 1. My breath is corrupt. My days are extinct. The graves are ready for me. Verse 2. Are there not markers with me? And doeth not my eye continue in their provocation? Verse 3. Lay down now, put me in a surety with thee. Who is he that will strike hands with me? Verse 4. For thou hast hid their hearts from understanding, therefore shalt thou not exhort them. Verse 5. He that speaketh flattery to his friends, even the eyes of his children shall fail. Verse 6. He hath made me also a byword. Verse 5 the last time. Come on.
That six was heavy though.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Going back to them curses.
Job 17 and 6. Wahatazaganya. Lamashal. Ayamyam.
Which set is this, Shaul?
This is the fifth set.
Fifth? Okay.
We're making good time, right?
Gotcha.
All sign Christ. Wa thapath. That's the thapath right there. It says spit. That's not the root word though. Lapanyam.
Salah.
Yeah.
6 set.
This is the sixth set.
Sixth set?
Oh, we didn't really go on time, huh? Okay. Higher. Right? I is I, higher is B. Wa thaka. Makaish. Ayanya. Wa yatazaya. Katazal. Kalam. 8. Yashamwa. Yashayam. Al. Za'at. Za'af is a good way to say this.
Za'af.
Yeah, Za or Za'af. All right?
Right.
Za'af.
Right.
One nakwaya. Nakwaya means innocent. That's a common word too. Nakwaya. Al. Kanak. That's the Christian church. Kanak. Hypocrite. Right?
Right.
Yata. Ayar. It's like it. Yata. Irar. No. It's a double entendre, right? The two R's here, right? Yata ayara. Waya akaz. Tazadayak, we in verse 9. Darakwa. Darak is a good word too. Darak is street or road, path. Darak, right? Street, road, path, street, right? Watahar. Yadyam. Yasayak. Amataza. Verse 10. Wa awalam. Kalam. Sashabwa. Wa ba'awa. Na'a. There's that Na'a again. What's Na'a?
Na'a's down.
Good. Wala'a. Amataza. Bakam. Kakam. Verse 11. Yamya. Ibarwa. Zamathya. Nathakwawa. Mawarashya. Lababia. Layala.
Last verse.
Come.
12.
Layala is 9. La Yawam means 2 days. Yashiyamwa. Awar. Korawab. Mapanya. Kashak. That's the same Kashak in Kashaka War. That word means shadow, right? Or dark. Shadow of dark, right? That's the last verse, right?
Good, sir.
Okay, no problem. Job 17 and
6.
6.
It's the book of Job, chapter 17 and verse 6. He have made me also
Wait. That was 12 though. Right? Oh, it's 6 plus verse 6. You're right. Stop, go ahead.
Verse 6. He have made me also a byword of the people, and aforetime
we have no longer become Israelites,
right,
because of sin. You see what I'm saying? The thing that they're wrongly accusing Job of is what we guilty of, is the point of this session right here, right? And we be made to be a byword. We are now black, as if black is a country. As if there's a language called black.
right.
You know what I mean? Or there's a real black culture that's not made by some Jewish man in Hollywood and record labels. You see what I'm saying? We've made to be a byword. We are now the N-word. That's who we are. We the N-word. We African American. We black. We Afro American. We Mexican, Jamaican, Haitian.
Colored,
right?
Negro.
We're colored. We're Negro. We're Morenos. We're Latinos, and we're Native Indians. Keep reading.
Aforetime I was a tabret.
Yeah. Now we're also wetbacks, and also now we're the lazy people. And now we're in high society New York, where what's wrong with you people? You people. That's what we are.
You people, right.
You
What is
people.
a tabret? Salakia.
Tabret is an instrument. It's like one of them. It's like one of them.
Like a tambourine or something?
Yeah, it's something similar. One of them instruments that you hear about in
What
church.
verse is that word in?
The end of 6. Tabret. Keep reading.
Please.
Verse 7. My eye also is dim by reason of sorrow, and all my members are as a shadow. Verse 8. Upright men shall be astonished at this, and the innocent shall stir up himself against the hypocrite. Verse 9. The righteous also shall hold on his way, and he that hath clean hands shall be stronger and stronger. Verse 10. But as for you all, do ye remember and come now?
Oh, that doesn't say remember.
Oh, excuse me, Salakia. Verse 10. But as for you all, do ye return and come now? For I cannot find one wise man among you.
Yeah, there's no wise man in church. people who's going to accuse you of doing crime, or accuse the I.S.U.P.K of being a cult, right? There's no wise men among them. You cannot go to Christian church and find wisdom. They're all dumb. The Bible called them dumb dogs. That's in the Bible, right? But Christians are stupid when it comes to. You might go to college, but you're not wise. Wisdom comes from the Lord. You know what I mean? You are educated fool, right? There's not one wise man among them in the Bible. The Bible says there's not one wise man among the Christian church. Right? They could not tell you that COVID is coming, nor could they tell you what to do when COVID came. No, when you are going through hell in your life, they cannot give you wisdom of the Lord to fix you.
Right. Verse 11. My days are past. My purposes are broken off, even the thoughts of my heart. Verse 12. They change the night into day. The light is short because of darkness.
That's the last verse.
That's the seventh set?
No, this is the seventh set now.
Okay. Last one. Let's go.
I'll take this, sir.
Come.
17 and 13. Job chapter 17, verse 13 in the Hebrew. Akwawa, Shawal, Bayafia.
That Sha'awal is Sheol. That's the word for hell. Right? And that's like our brother Sha'al. Sha'al's name is Sha'al. His name means demand. Right? When you get into hell, you are demanding the Lord for an answer. Right? So this is Sha'awal. That's the word for hell in Hebrew, all right? When you get into a jam, what do you say? Lord, why me?
Right.
You're demanding an answer for why you are in this situation. That word became the word for hell. All right?
For what? Hell?
Hell. Heaven, hell.
Hell.
Yeah, Sheol, all right?
Bayafia, Bakashak, Rapadafia, Yatazawaaya, verse 14, Lashakaf, Afia, Abaya, Atha, Amya, Amaya, mother, Amaya, Wa'a, Kafia.
That's a good one too. That's a shorter way to say sister. Akathia. We will look into that.
Larama, verse 15. Wa'aya, Aqua. That's another way of saying now, right? Aqua, like
Aqua. I wouldn't. I would stick to what's more common.
Okay.
I thought it's common. Na'a is very common. You know what I mean? It could be. I'm not sure. I know up to be nose. We got on the board nose. Up is nose, or that's also the word to say angry, because when you get angry, your nose flares up like a Judite, right? So I'm not sure. You know, but when people are angry, they act on now. So I don't know. That's not really a word for now. I wouldn't say that now.
Okay. Apwa, Takwa, Rafia, Watha, Kwawafia, Maya, Yashawar, Na, verse 16, Badia, Sha'al, Tara Dana, Yakad, Al, Ipar, Nakaf, chapter 18 and verse 1, Waya'ain, Baladad, Hashakya, Waya'amar, verse 2, Aid,
Wait. Okay, slack. Go
18 and 2.
18 and 2.
Okay. Aid, Ana, Tasha, Ya, Mawan, Kwana, Tazaya, Lamalayak, So like Lama Layan, Taba Yanwa, Wa Akal, Nadabal, verse 3. I'm not sure where I stopped. Madawai,
We started at what, 13?
13 concept.
So this is the last verse right here.
Verse 3?
Yeah.
All right. Job 18 and 3. Madawai.
Madawai is the usual way of saying why. I believe, my personal belief is that why in English comes from Madawai.
Madawai.
All right.
It's basically the same.
It's basically the same.
The Madah.
There you go. You know what I mean?
They kept the Y.
Yeah, there's probably some Negroes in England before slavery did that.
Good.
You know, Scotland or something. They just got short. Why? Why? Stop saying Madawai, man. Why what?
Why? Madawai.
Why? You know Israel get me. Yeah.
Good. It's just like what's up? Like sup.
Yes.
Right.
There you
Right.
exactly. You know what I mean?
But Yum Yum says, you know, they don't say what's going on. They say Wagwan.
Yeah.
Wagwan. Shorten it.
Yeah. But Judas doesn't say, do you feel me? They just say feel me.
Feel me? Right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Madawai. Naka Shabanwa. Kaba Hama. Nata Mayanwa.
That's a Nawa. That Nawa right there is for we, all right? Nawa. Nakashab Nawa.
Ba'ai Yan Yakam. That's the last verse.
Same verse.
Nakasha, what does that mean? Nakasha, our,
Now where you at?
Kashab.
the word before the last word you just finished. Said Nakash Mawa. Nawa.
Verse 3.
And yeah, verse 3, end of verse 3.
Nata Mayanwa. Is that the verse? Let me see.
This one right here.
Yeah, Nata Mayanwa. God.
Which one are you looking at again?
Not the one, Yama.
Not Tam. So the Nawa is this one right here.
The now was possessed, that's our.
Yeah, that's our right. So you got not Tam. I don't know. Not sure what that is. That's what verse 3. Oh, it says stupid.
Refuted or vile.
Oh, it says vile, right?
Vile.
Yeah.
I think the KJV translated as.
That's not a common word though. So
3.
yeah. So I want to try to remember that word. You gotta remember words that are common. So in Job, we're gonna come across a lot of words that are from the old way of talking before Adam. Remember in the book from Yale University, it says that the language has several periods of development. Right? So over time, just like English, we say, how are you doing? Or what are you asking me? In Old English, it's what askest thou? Right? So language progresses. So this is the time where the Hebrew was slightly little different. Right? And then when you read from the time of Moses up, we have now a standardized way of speaking. You know what I mean?
What did you say first, sir? You said something before I said vile?
Oh, on here it says stupid.
Stupid, right. Because the KJV translated as vile. Basically, because it's saying in your sight, you know, we became like a reputation, became like stupid or vile.
God.
The way it's translated. But we'll see the context as we read it.
God.
You go ahead and read it in the English.
Come. It's the book of Job, chapter 17, starting at verse 13. If I wait, the grave is mine house. I have made my bed in the darkness. Verse 14. I have said to corruption, thou art my father. To the worm, thou art my mother and my sister. Verse 15. And where is now my hope? As for my hope, who shall see it?
Yeah, when you get put into a corner, man, with the pressure of this American Christian life, even though you might be someone who don't go to church, but the Christianity is based on what's in your mind of how you process your thoughts.
Right.
I mean, and through that and the curse of the Most High, we get to points like this, where, you know what I mean, some brothers out there live some real reckless lives, man. You know what I mean? But it's like, oh, well, we already messed up. Let me just go ahead and sell these drugs. And when I sell these drugs, I'm gonna get high and get drunk and jump in this brand new BMW and speed down the highway because it's a wrap already. You see what I'm saying? And now we're all dying for the wrong things. You know what I mean?
One life to live.
One life to live. Life is short, and all that stuff. YOLO. You know what I mean?
Verse 16. They shall go down to the bars of the pit when our rest together is in the dust. Job chapter 18 and verse 1. Then answered Bildad the Shuhite and said, how long will it be ere ye make an end of words? Mark, and afterwards we will speak. Verse 3. Wherefore are we counted as beasts and reputed vile in your sight?
So that's the question that he asked. Because remember, that was the other brother's name, Bildad. It was Eliphaz, Bildad, and Job, right? They going, back and forth, reasoning and trying to make reason of why Job is going through what he's going through. Right, basically. But in doing that, it basically was bringing him down.
Right.
It wasn't strengthening him with their words.
Being Christian.
Right, they were being Christian. Like it's the same thing, brothers in the I.S.U.P.K. When you come into the I.S.U.P.K. and your life flip upside down, this is exactly how your family feel about you. They're like, yeah, you went with them, with them cult leaders. They're in a cult. This is exactly why you're going through what you're going through.
Yeah. Everybody who comes to the school, you go through this phase first.
Right.
Absolutely, that's a fact. When you say it, that's a fact. Yeah, man.
Everybody look at you like, oh yeah, you're going to child support all your life. You've been smoking weed, celebrating Christmas, and nothing happened to you. The minute you step into school, your life flip upside down. Your baby mother hates you. You lose your slavery, and everybody is looking at you. I told you.
Right.
Yeah.
I told you.
And that's why we hear in German Hyman classes, and he's always saying, how is it the school's fault that you're going through hell?
Right.
Because people will end up blaming the school. Because they say, ever since I joined this school, I've been going through this.
Good.
So you're in the school, but you're not really in class. You're not absorbing what's being taught here. So you're going through a test because the Most High likes to give out tests by his servant Satan.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? To see whether you will stick with it or not. And then some brothers leave the school because they failed the test. They don't have faith.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right. And if they had any wisdom, they would tell you, oh, this is exactly what you're supposed to go through.
Right.
Scripture says when you're prepared to serve the Lord, or when you're ready to serve the Lord, prepare yourself for temptation.
The water.
This is exactly what you're supposed to go through. And everybody in the school, we have the same story.
Yeah.
There's variation of what our trials and tribulations are, but we go through the same thing.
Yeah.
And then to the school, you get hated, your life is upside down. You've been doing all the evil in the world and never really experienced any judgment for it. As soon as you trying to serve the Lord now and you seeing the punishment, it's like, God damn.
Right.
Like, my life should be rosy now. Now, this is not life. This is not reality. There's never going to be a time where you're going to be, like, everybody is seeking the happy moment. When they get, they hit the Bitcoin lottery. They get that money and then they don't have to worry about nothing anymore. They just find this happiness. This is not life. Every day is going to be something, and you got to prepare your soul for it. You got to prepare to go through trials and tribulations.
And those are rainy days. And rainy days do end.
Right.
The sun comes out after. And by that, man, in the U.P.K, man, we live wonderful lives. I've been through some tests, man. You know what I mean? I've been through some tests, man, and I could say this, man, U.P.K was the best thing I've ever done in my entire life.
Right.
Because after the rain, the sun does come out to shine. The Lord has given me a business. The Lord has given me a talent that I was never even thought of doing in the world.
Christ.
Yeah, I mean, you already know how to have collections, man.
Right.
Making garments and things like that. I was not into making no clothes in the world, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I went over a hill and are stuck with the Most High, and the Most High said in the scriptures, he's going to divvy out talents. I'm paraphrasing.
Right.
He's gonna give this man the spirit to do this, and give this man the spirit or the mind to do this other thing. And we got work coming. You know what I mean? House I said it best. The labor is many, but the laborers are few.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So don't be dismayed, and know that anything you go through, you have to lean on your brother and you gotta what Job is saying here to do. What it's showing here with Job is that he tried to get counsel, but he didn't have brothers who we can trust for counsel.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? In the U.P.K, we're not like Bildad and Eliphaz. That's not us.
Right.
Bildad and Eliphaz, I don't know, they sound like I.U.I.C, man.
Right.
They get into a jam, and they said, it's because you're evil.
Right.
Because these are pointing fingers.
You didn't listen to the cops.
You did.
The cops should shoot.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the U.P.K is not like Bildad and Eliphaz. But I.U.I.C is, and your church is, and whoever you hear about, I don't care who they are, H.O. whatever they are, right? All of them, they're like that. They're like this. Your favorite YouTube is like the scripture says, out of many counselors, have but one. You don't sit there and watch all Israelite groups. You'll find the U.P.K and that's it. And you see that we're better than everybody, and we can prove it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And Christ said you can tell them by their fruits. Them figures like is the fruit of Bildad and Eliphaz, the U.P.K. We are the people of Job, and we resonate with Job. Okay? No sweat. That's about anything else.
Yeah, and also, sir, with the trials and tribulation and the tests, once you come in the U.P.K, man, there's a certain wisdom that you acquire, and no matter what trials and tribulation comes to you, it becomes a lifestyle where you just know you're gonna go through war. It don't become a point in your life where you just and Job went through this where he wanted to die. Once you pass this test, man, and you have this wisdom, like the scriptures say, become your stability, where you can endure through whatever situation, because you have this wisdom. And the scriptures say wisdom shall be the stability of that time. Right. So it don't matter if it's COVID-19, if it's monkeypox, if it's World War III. Once you have this wisdom, man, you could endure whatever warfare come to you. And this is what, like, brothers in the U.P.K, man, you would never think they're going through certain things, because we still go out there, we still do the work that we got to do, even though we may be experiencing hell. We may be going through certain situations that people in the world, they will want to kill themselves for.
Right.
But it's just warfare to us. It's regular. It's life. Like, we know we got to go through it, and we have the wisdom to endure to whatever situation. And this is what we definitely have to learn from this story, because at some point when Job is talking, he's like, yeah, I'm going through this. I want to die. Job wanted to die. And in the U.P.K, we have this wisdom where, yes, in the beginning, you're going through things and you might feel some type of way about it. But when you pass this test, man, and you stay locked in class, and you listen to the counsel of the U.P.K, man, you gain a wisdom that it don't matter what you're going through. You know that life is about warfare. Right. And we built for the war.
That's right.
And this is the spirit we got to have, because it's not always going to be rosy and peachy. You're going to go through it, and you just got to have the wisdom to endure and to know that this is what we're here for, to fight. This is the condition of the battle. I believe that's in Esdras.
Yeah.
This is the condition of the battle. When Esdras was asking the angel, man, why are we going through this? Like, when is the end going to come? Right. When is our people going to, get out of this condition? The angel said, man, this is the condition of the battle.
Right.
This is what you're here for. We here for war.
That's right.
We're not here to just have a good time every goddamn day. And this is what Job had asked his wife, like, shall we just receive good from God and never evil? And his wife said, man, curse God and die.
Heavy what you said with the condition of the battle.
Right.
But
that demon that you have to fight, right? The one that you get counsel for, or the one that you don't ever tell nobody, but you fight that demon in your own time, and that demon always trying to get you to disrespect the Lord to his face. That is the condition of the battle that gotta be won by you. That is the one test that determines whether you get a seat to be a ruler in the kingdom of heaven or not. That one thing.
Right.
I don't care what it is. Right? So, strengthen them.
Yeah, we just gotta endure to the end. All right. That I match him up here. Oh yeah, that's you. All right. So Paul, Sheen's horn.
La Yasharala, which means to Israel.
Shaw, come on, make sure our heads are not cut off in there. Drink all the way up.
Oh yeah.
Right. Shapar, put it down.
Shapar. That and Majum. So we'll put your hakwa down, which means turn and face the east. You're going to recite the prayers in the Hebrew. The Lord's Prayer. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Wadash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakivka. Taba'ah. Tazaka. Hayah. I.S.U.P.K. Ma'aratisa. Hawa. Hayah. Shemayim. Dalanawa. Nakam. How. Yawam. Salakinawa. Kamawakinawa. Yasalakinawa. Kamawakinawa. Wala'ah. Kamayayinawa. Wanasaywan. Abal. Kawashayinawa. Mayan, Rai, Hayah, Nakah, Amalakwa, Wa'ala, Watapara, the Iwalamia, Aman.
In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed, thy kingdom come,
Thy kingdom
thy
come.
will be done.
Thy will be done.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
This day,
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
Give us our debt.
Give us our debt.
Please forgive our debts.
Please forgive our debts.
Lead us not.
And lead us not
into temptation.
into
But
temptation.
deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from
For
evil.
thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the
and the
kingdom,
power.
and the power,
glory.
and the glory.
Forever. So be it.
So be it.
The power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Baba Kwasha, Dalanawa,
English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua. Please.
Give us the power.
Give us the power.
The power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of disease.
All manner of
The
disease.
power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the leper.
To raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean
Cast
spirits.
them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Psalm 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahahaya, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah Ma'an, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayim, Ma'aratasa, Ayatan, Namawa, Wagaka, Ayanawa, Shamaka, Manala'ah, Yanawa, Wala'ah, Yashun, Shawamah, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shamaka, Yahweh, Tazaka, Ayah, Yamyanka, Yawamah, Ashamash,
Yakaka,
the pastor, Yahweh, Yashama, I will love.
English. I will lift up my eyes.
I will lift up my eyes
to the hill.
Unto the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh,
Which made heaven and
which
earth.
made heaven and earth.
You will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold.
Behold,
He that keepeth Israel.
he that keepeth Israel
shall never slumber nor sleep.
shall never slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by
Nor
day,
the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all
He shall
evil.
preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going
And
out
thy coming in.
and thy coming in
From this time forth.
from this time forth
And even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
Psalm 83 in the Hebrew.
Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Aldamayalaka,
Adamayalaka,
Altakarash,
Altakarash,
wa Altashakwat,
Altashakwat,
Al Kayahana,
Kayana,
Awayabyaka,
Yabiyaka,
Yahama Yawan,
Yahweh Yawan,
Wamashanayaka,
Wanashayaka,
Nasha'awa,
Nasha'awa,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Al Aimaka,
Al-Amika,
Ya'ira Yamwa,
Yabiyama,
Sawat,
Sawat,
Wayata Ya'aita Zawat,
Ayatazawa,
Altazapawanyaka,
Altazawanyaka,
Amawa,
Amawa,
Lakawa,
Lakawa,
Wanakakyadam,
Kakakada,
Magoya,
Magoya,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yazakar,
Yazakar,
Sham Yasharala,
Sham Yasharala,
Aywad,
Aywad,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Nawa Aitazawa,
Ayatazawa,
La,
La,
Yakadwa,
Kawa,
Alyaka,
Ayaka,
Bara'ah,
Bara'ah,
Yakawafwa,
Yakawafwa,
Ahoya,
Ahoya,
Adawam,
Adawa,
Wayashamalayam,
Wayashamayala,
Mala'aba,
Wala'aba,
Wahagoyam,
Wahagaya,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Wa'aimawan,
Wa'aimawan,
Wa'aimalak,
Wa'aimalak,
Halashah,
Halashah,
Anyashabia,
Al-Shabia,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Kamashawar,
Kamashawar,
Lalawa,
Lanawa,
Aimah,
Aimah,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Salawai,
Salawai,
Labanya Lawat,
Labanya
Salah,
Salah,
Aishalaham,
Aishalaham,
Kamadian,
Kamadian,
Kasayasara'ah,
Kasarasa,
Kayabian,
Kayabian,
Banakar,
Banakar,
Wayaswan,
Wayaswan,
Nashamadwa,
Nashamadwa,
Ba'ayanda Ara,
Ayanda Ara.
Hayawa,
Ayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
La Adama,
Adama,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Nadayapmawa,
Adayapawa.
Ka'ira,
Kaira,
Wakaza Abba,
Wakaza,
Wakaza Bak,
Wakaza,
Wakata Zamanai,
Zamanai.
Kana Sayakamwa,
Kawa.
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amawa,
Amawa,
Nayara Shah,
Nayara Shah,
Lanawa,
Lanawa,
Na'awa,
Nawa,
Alahayam,
Alahayam,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Kagagala,
Kagagala,
Kakwas,
Kakwas,
Napanya Raka,
Kaira,
Ka'ash,
Ka'ash,
Taba Ira ya Ira, Wakalahaba, Wakalahat, Hoya, Kantara Datma, Basa Iraka, Wabasa Wapaka, Taba Halam, Malaha, Panyaham, Walawan, Where Bakwashwa, Shamka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, where Ba'awa, Aya, where Kapawa, where Abadwa, where the Ira, Kaya, Atha, Shamka, Yahweh, Labaka, Ayawan, Alkaha Aratasa.
English. Keep not those silence.
Keep not thy silence,
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
And hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy
And
peace,
be not still.
and be not still.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
For lo,
For lo,
thine enemies.
thy enemies
Make a tumult.
make it to move,
And they that hate thee.
and they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
Hey,
Hey,
have taken crafty counsel.
have taken crafty
Against
counsel
thy people.
against thy
And
people,
consulted.
and consulted
Against thy hidden ones.
against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
They have said,
Come.
Come,
And let us cut them off.
And let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
From being a nation.
In the name of Israel.
In the name of
May
Israel.
be no more in remembrance.
May be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
For they have consulted
with
together.
one consent.
With one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of
And
Edom.
the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Moab.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarenes.
And the Hagarenes.
Gabal. And Ammon.
And Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
The Philistines.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur also joined with them.
Ashur also is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of
They
Lot.
have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabez.
As to Jabez.
As the brook of Kishon.
The brook of
Which
Kishon.
perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Made their nobles.
Made their nobles.
Like Oreb.
Like Oreb.
Like the head.
And like the head.
Yeah.
Yea.
All their princes.
All their princes.
As the bar.
As the bar.
As Amunah.
And as Amunah.
Who
Who said,
let us take to ourselves.
let us take to
the
ourselves
houses of the Most High in possession.
the houses of the Most High in possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As they stubble before the wind.
As they stumble before the wind.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them.
With thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
And make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with
That
shame.
they may seek thy
That
name.
they may seek thy name.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
And troubled forever.
And troubled forever.
Yeah.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That
That thou.
whose name alone is.
Whose name alone is.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Are the Most High.
Are the Most High.
Of all the earth.
Of all the earth.
Blessing in the Hebrew.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Why Yahweh Shah?
Why Yahweh Shah?
Why Mayaka Allah?
Why Mayaka Allah?
Why Alahayim?
Alahayim.
Matazab Ya'ah.
Matazab
Alawat Yahada.
Yahada.
Ha Alawatiyam.
Alawatiyam.
Ha Saranyam.
Saranyam.
Ha Kwatazayanyam.
Ha Kwatazayanyam.
Ha Kayayanyam.
Kayayanyam.
Waha Akwatiyam.
Akwatiyam.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Vashem Yamshah.
Vashem Yamshah.
Tawada
Aman. English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh
And
Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angel.
And the angel.
Commanding General Yohana.
Commanding General
The
Yohana.
general.
The general.
The captain.
The captain.
The officer.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Curses in the English. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Says evil.
Says evil.
And curses.
And curses.
And punishment.
And punishment.
Destruction.
And destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us.
That speaks against us.
Thy prophets.
Thy prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the school.
That evil and curses.
That evil and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and
To
destruction.
the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shall loose the treasure.
And shake loose the
Of
treasure.
the rich of Israel.
Of the riches of Israel.
That refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
That evil and curses.
That evil and
And
curses.
punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nation.
And the nation.
And their drug dealers.
And their drug
The
dealers.
court system.
The court system.
The prison system.
The prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek.
Amalek.
Synagogues and armies.
Synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Islam.
Christianity.
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 Christianity. Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Skinheads.
Posse Comitatus.
Posse
The
Comitatus.
gay movement.
The gay movement.
The lesbian
The
movement.
lesbian movement.
Spies.
Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
National Space Program.
National Space Program.
Army.
Army.
Navy.
Navy.
Air Force.
Air Force.
Marine.
Marines.
Space Force,
Space Force,
Wall Street,
Wall Street,
open up the internet,
open up the internet,
and the airways,
and the airways,
the cable access channel,
the cable access channel,
and the radio channel,
and the radio channel.
Convict the spirit,
Convict the spirit
of any of thy people,
of any of thy people
that seek to stop us,
that seek to stop us
from broadcasting your word,
from broadcasting your word.
And brings to. I'll run on, slacking off. That seek to stop us and bring swift destruction.
And bring swift destruction.
All the heathen.
All the heathen.
That stand in the way.
That stand in the way.
Trying to stop us.
Trying to stop us.
From broadcasting your word.
From broadcasting your word.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues.
Let loose all the plagues.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Through the earth.
Through the earth.
And consume them.
And consume them.
Let the plagues.
Let the plagues
shake the house of the thief.
shake the house of the thief
And the murderer.
and the murderer.
Let Yahweh shine.
Let Yahweh shine.
Michael and Gabriel.
Michael and Gabriel.
Come down with flying saucers.
Come down with the flying saucers.
And punish all the heathen.
And punish all the heathen
that come up against us.
that come up against us
As we speak thy word.
as we speak thy word.
Cause it to be known by all.
Cause it to be known by all.
It is the angels that have done it.
That it is the angels that have done it.
Cause it to be spread through the media.
Cause it to be spread through the media
Throughout the whole world.
throughout the whole world.
Cause it to shake at thy coming.
Cause it to shake at thy
In the
coming.
name of Yahweh
In
Shai.
the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you always.
Thank you, Lord.
So be it.
So be it.
So, in a visual, you're going to give one courtesy salute. In a visual, I match him Shabbat. I match him Barak.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatah.
That's what's up. You want to give one courtesy salute to the sisters
No.
that may be watching?
Nah, they're not here.
No.
Only when they're here.
Cause it's like it.
All right.
With that,
Or you could have said it, but you wouldn't do that. We can't do that. You got nothing to go back to. You could have said it, you know.
all right. So Barak, Yash, to the sisters.
You.
Cause Yash Shabbat to the sisters that may be watching.
Most
Next week we're picking it up at Job chapter 18, verse verse 4. We left up at verse 3. Job chapter 18, verse 4. All right, clap it up. Those are in Christ.